Today we will explore one of the most important debates in modern cloud computing, containerization versus virtual machines, and the critical trade-offs between security and performance efficiency. Today we are going to talk about two different ways to run applications in the cloud. One is called containers and the other is virtual machines. The big question is, which is better, being more secure or being more efficient and faster? The virtualization challenge. So what problem are we solving? Three key challenges. Drive drive the need for virtualization. First, the classic it works on my machine problem. We need application probability across different environments. Second, sprawl and efficient resource utilization, where servers sit mostly ideal. And third, the demand for rapid scaling and deployment in modern cloud and microservices. The ultimate goal is effective application isolation. So why do we need even these tools? There are two big problems. Apps work on developers' computer but breaks when moved to the server. Servers are often left empty, wasting money and electricity. Virtual machines architecture. Let's start with virtual machines that the traditional approach VMS use a hyperservers layer that sits directly on hardware. Each VM gets a complete guest operating system, meaning if you run 5 VMs, you have 5 full operating systems. This provides a hardware level isolation. Think as having separate fully independent houses. The advantage: strong security boundaries; the cost: significant resource overhead from duplicating entire OS stacks. Container architecture. Now containers work fundamentally differently instead of virtualization hardware. They share the host operating system kernel using Linux features like namespace for isolation and control groups for resource management. Think of it like an apartment building, shared foundation but separate secure units. The benefit: extremely lightweight with a minimal overhead since there's only one operating system kernel. This architecture different difference creates our core trade-offs.
This brings us to the fundamental trade-off that defines our technology choice. Containers excel at performance and agility, but provide moderate security isolation. Virtual machines provide strong security guarantees, but at the cost of performance efficiency. It's not about which technology is better overall, but which is better for your specific use case. You cannot maximize both security and performance with either pure technology. Performance compression. So let's quantify the performance differences with some concert number. First, startup time. Virtual machines take 30 to 60 seconds because they need both entire operating systems. Containers start in under 1 second. They are essentially just the starting processes. Second, record density. You can you like you can typically run 10 to 100 times more containers on the same hardware because they share the host kernel. And third, the I/O performance. Containers achieve near native speed since they operate directly against the host kernel, while VMS introduce some overhead through the hyper through the what's the name? Yeah, the hypervisor layer. If Pro performance is your priority, containers are the clear winner. Security analysis. Now, let's examine security. Virtual machines provide hardware level isolation through the hypervisor, which acts as a strong security boundary. Even if a VM gets compiled, the attack is contained within that virtual machine and it cannot easily escape to affect the host or other VMs. Containers, however, provide kernel level isolation and share the host kernel. This creates a critical risk. If an attacker escapes a container, they gain access to the entire host system and all other containers. While containers have smaller attack-free surface, a successful kernel exploit is catastrophic. For environments with unstructured workloads, VMs provide proven security boundaries. So, just a second, we should be here. So, when to choose what? So, when should you choose each technology? Use virtual machine when you need strong isolation for hostile multi-tenancy. Legacy applications with specific OS requirements, regulatory compliance scenarios. Choose containers when performance and agility are critical for microservices architectures, rapid development cycles, high density developments, or trusted workloads. The decision framework is a straightforward security first scenarios favor VMS, while performance first need favor containers. So, future evaluation. Let me check the slide. Yes. So, the industry is not standing still with this trade-off. We are seeing existing hybrid approaches emerging. Lightweight VMS like AWS, Firecracker offer VM-level security with container-like performance. Sandboxed containers like gvisor add security layers without full virtualizations overhead. The future is moving toward intelligent platforms that can dynamically select the right isolation level based on worked requirements, giving us the best of both worlds.